Hello one and all, we are back here on YouTube. It's XIV here. As you can tell, we are going to be playing Final Fantasy 14. Something I've been working on another streaming service, Twitch. I have been having an exceptionally good time with this game. Been playing with a Conjurer class, which tends to be a very healing based, along with a white mage. Once you hit level 30, you unlock the white mage. But we're going to start a brand new character. We're going to have an exceptionally good time with this. I do look forward to coming back full time to doing this again 4 days a week. Try to push to have more content for you guys. I do apologize for not coming out with the content as much as I should have. But let me go ahead and move the game capture up so then we can watch a new cutscene, and then I'll eventually come back to having my webcam show up again. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and create a new character. Brand new character. Brand new character. Hope everybody's been safe and careful with how the world is right now. Been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, along with some Teamfight Tactics. Let's go ahead and pick out our class, or our race. My character is a Lalafell, which tends to be very magic-based race. That's why I went with Conjurer, or when I went Conjurer, I went with Lalafell, because they're very mind and intellect-based race. We might go the Mikota, which is an exceptional race. They have almost all their stats are very evened out to a greater extent. We'll go ahead and go with the Mikota. We're going to go with the... Ooh, that looks pretty sick. Keepers of the Moon. Okay, so then, as you can tell, the bottom, it shows actually your statistics. This would be my 22, 23, and 20. Is actually very defensive / physical attack. Like Rogue, your... tank, like what I said before, gladiator, warrior, paladin. They got also martyr. There's different other defensive tank tank jobs. Like I said, there's also archer. There's all sorts of other classes. This is what we would want to do if we were to go the physical one, which that is what we're going to go with, Seekers of the Sun. We got all sorts of different customization. I love the customization in Final Fantasy 14. I saw that they're going to be coming out with we can go up to 68 inches, which is the equivalent of 6 foot. Is that right? 12 inches. Yeah, that's 6 foot, which is not too bad. That's actually about 2 inches taller than me, so I could go down to 66. Is that right? That'd be 5'10"? No, that'd be 5'11". More in it. Let's see here. 68 would be 6'10", like what I said. I need 2 inches less. So that'd be... would that really be 66? So 5 foot would be 5 foot. .48 inches would be 4 foot. 60 inches would be 6 foot. Or no, that's not right. 5 foot would be 60 inches. So another... Yeah, we'll go 6 foot. or 66 inches. There's all sorts of different skin tones. We are pretty much pale white ourselves, as you can tell. Pale white. Oh, actually, you guys can't see because I have the video capture down. There we go. As you can tell right here, pale white. Might as well go pale white. Let's go with the tail shape. Very furry with this one. A little bit smoother on the end. Very thin. A bit bigger. Kind of like that one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Tail length. Man, we can make it really long. Jesus. We'll make it about 43. That sounds good. Different hairstyles. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. I actually like that color hairstyle actually quite a bit. That looks like a pretty good facial structure. Jaw. A little bit heavier on the sides there, but thinner. That just makes his whole outer jawline bigger. Just makes his chin a little bit thinner. I like the fourth one. Eye shape. Kind of like that one. 3. Iris size. Small. Large. Let's go with large. Eye color. I always go with like an orange. That kind of orange is like perfect. Love that orange right there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Kind of like have them both be orange. Or we could do odd and go like a gray for the other. Ooh. Okay. Do I like... Yes. That looks pretty cool. Eyebrows. What was the second one? Nose type. I like the first one. Got different types of mouths. That's our thick lips right there, Jesus. I think I like either the first one or the third one. We'll go with the third one. Yeah, the lips are perfectly fine. So we have all sorts of different structures. We can get all of them, really. Got a little cut right here. Got a cut right here, right here. I'm not overly blown by the cuts. So it makes the eyes look a little bit darker. So we have this extra facial, which is tattoos, which we can get rid of here in a minute. Oh, a little bit thicker eyebrows, it looks like. We'll go with that. That looks good. We can get rid of, like... I thought we could get rid of... Oh, face paint is the last one, I think. Maybe it's not face paint. Huh. Okay. Face paint, 0. I don't think we have any on, I don't think. No. Not particularly blown over by the face paint. Kind of like a third one. Yeah, I like the third one the most. Confirm. That looks like our character. Comment banana. That has been saved. Of course, I'm actually the third moon. If I remember correctly. Yeah, 5, and then it would be 9. Would actually be my birthday. And then I think we went with the blade before. In which, here is where we get to decide our disciple. We got the Disciple of War, which tends to be, again, very physical based. It's not magical based. You got Gladiator, Pugilist, Martyr, Lancer, and Archer. I started working on Gladiator on my other job, and it's pretty entertaining. You got Pugilist, Lancer, and Archer, I believe, are all tend to be physical DPS-esque damage-based jobs, and then the Martyr, I think, turns into Warrior, which is one of the more difficult jobs to play as. Gladiator with the Paladin is pretty simplistic. And the other ones, again, they're DPS. You gotta just constantly be doing DPS. I might go with Martyr. I have not tried out Martyr. I've tried out Arcanist. I've tried out all these other ones down below. I've tried out, not all of them, but I am a Conjurer White Mage that you get on later on. I started trying out the Arcanist. It's pretty entertaining. I've not tried out Thaumaturge. I have tried out Gladiator. And I've not tried out in these other classes. So we're going to go ahead and try out Martyr. You have selected Exodus. Select another one. We're going to go with Hyperion. That's where my other one is at. Here is our character name. What are we going to go with? We're going to go with Thorn, Drin, Felonron. Confirm. And then I'm going to go ahead and move my video capture down, and we're going to start a new character. So you guys can check out the cutscene, and I can check out the cutscene. I've not seen this cutscene. I've seen Olda's cutscene. I've seen Gridania, but I've not seen Limsa Lominsa's cutscene before. Also, I will be extending this video by probably another half an hour. Instead of like half an hour, it's going to be about 45 minutes. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm going to get a little drink. Oi, y'all right, lad? That was a very Irish accent. And there's no characters on here that are Irish. That was extremely Irish of me. Okay. My character looks pretty cool with those eyes. You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling of the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Doesn't seem like seasickness. Now that I look at you, it'll be the either then, I reckon. Some more sensitive to the stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, with a chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Urgh. Might as well have been booming seasickness. We might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ships leaping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on the deck, get myself a breath of fresh air. Limsa Lominsa's still a far way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Any road. Brennan's the name and peddling's me trade. By the way, later on, those people you'll see. Anyways, not gonna go into detail. We'll be seeing them later on. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, what a stretch. Ah, smell the sea salt breeze. Now then, lad, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventures. Am I warm? I knew it. Going whenever the wind blows, seeking gold and fortune. Now that's what I call living. So as long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventure's a risky business these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? So with my character, my character for for Twitch, I picked glory, and I still am more of a glory person than power nor fortune. We can always go to the triple dot. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might as well be in old Brennan's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell's ain't no busybody. We all have secret or three, don't we? Me, dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember, though, that there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Wah! Ships off the board now. Pirate colors. Pirates, bloody hells. Hey, any no sense? Get below. What in the world's coming to? Pirates fired on any ship Lominsa colors. Bastards either have a boat load of balls or bugger all for brains. Yeah, can rest easy, friends. We've made it out cannon range, and no buccaneer bark'll catch this flighty temptress once in the winds in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept his heads on his shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If them pirates kept up with the chase, we might be close to port. Let's head up and deck have us a look, shall we? The dialogue's very distinct and it's interesting dialogue. Like it's not very pronunciative English, to say the least. By the bay, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? Technically, for me personally, it's not, but for this adventure that we're about to embark, I will say this is technically my first time. It is? Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the influence of your destinations. Limsa Lominsa's pride itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilization influence, this city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she's got to deal with, like them pirates who take a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I've heard the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen the locals call fishbacks, because you didn't know. Ah, alas, land ho. I really got his bathroom, so we're going to take a very minor break. Here's a dialogue. Woo! Hi, sir. By the ocean's bounty and beloved of Lilmalan, goddess of navigation.
Windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm. Amidst the roiling waves of the Lotamil Sea lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for saving me earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become sort of storied personage I can bring about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship,
Final Fantasy 14. Hey, you there. Hey, I mean you. This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Limsa Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lad. I haven't got all day. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands. The rough-cut diamond of the Rotano Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Mouse and keyboard. Here is all the instructions of how to play. We're going to go ahead and disable because I already know how to do all the actions, and we'll go ahead and no. I know how to interact and so on and so forth, so. As you can tell, here's our action bars. Here's Heavy Swing, is an attack of potency of 200. That's one of our attacks that we can use once we start killing creatures. Here's a teleport once we start to learn all the Aetherites, like right over here. Unfortunately, he wants me to talk to him. That crystal over there is an Aetherite. And all throughout Eorzea or Final Fantasy 14, there's those Aetherites, there's Aethernet shards, and you can use the Aetherite, or you can use teleport to go to the Aetherite, and Aethernet shards tend to be in cities, like this big city right here. Then you can go to different locations in the city to use the Aetherite shard to go to the Aethernet places. And at our current home right now, our current home is here in Limsa Lominsa. If you would use return, we would come back to Limsa Lominsa with the teleport, or the return, the return would get us back to Limsa Lominsa. And there's about a 5-minute, no, is it 15-minute cooldown? There's sprint, which increases your movement by so much. Duration of 10 seconds, 20 seconds when not in combat, which we're not. Most of the time I tend to not be in combat. And there's a 60 second recast time, so. He wants us to register ourselves with the Adventurers Guild. 50 experience, we only need 300 and 103 gil. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you go and do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Winch and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just straight ahead down the street and speak with Greyfar. He'll show you how to work the big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Baderon. He's the proprietor of the winch. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along and may the navigator guide you on your journey. Okay. Quest has been accepted. You have begun a quest. In which you can push J for, you can see the quest right here. Talk to Greyfar. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. If you mind a visit to the Drowning Wind to the Crow's Lift, will take you there. Yes. Greeting to you, lad. What'll it be? But if you ain't here for a drink, are ye? You've come with the right mind to try your adventure, I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work in Lominsa. The name's Bateron, and the most hospitable of hostelries is the Drowning Winch. Jesus. 'Tis also the home of the Marauder Guild here in Limsa. That's why we got a desk specially for Endlin Guild business, and why I'm seeming to spend more time saving the necks o' whelps like yourself than wetting the throats o' me regulars. Ventures are of a knack for finding trouble, you see. Neither you'll need in these parts, and on an account there's been trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you in instead. And if they don't manage, there's always a Garlean Empire to finish the job. No one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill the lot of us. This town seems peaceful at a glance, but looking again, and you'll see a people living in fear what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame him after seeing that's appended. Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our homes weren't the only things what got wiped off the face of existence by the thrice damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too. And no one's been able to explain it in a way of making an onzo sense. None of the folks what saw in it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on the tale actually goes. 'Tis all foggy, like recollections from an hard night on the ale. Ye can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there's one thing we can all remember, and that's the group of ventures that laid waste to the lives to drag Eorzea back to from the brinks when she was bound for the abyss. What? Well, I say we remember. Truth is, though, we ain't forgotten what they did for us. This God's damned calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. If it won't even let us picture their damned faces. 'Tis like staring at a gull flying in front of the sun. All ye see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare, and that's how every bugger described it. By the way, give or take the odd gull. It's what people calling these arrows of the light, warrior of light. Oh my goodness gracious! Lose your strength. I'm starting to run out of breath. Whew. Put your scroll right there. Whew. Jesus, it's already almost been an hour, but it was like a good 10 minutes that I was not actually playing the game. If not, probably a good 10 minutes, maybe. Hunter experience wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. More dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue in this game, by the way. Lots and lots of dialogue. I don't know why I'm actually reading this myself, because I can't read that fast. As you can tell, based off of how slow I was rating some of these accents. But you guys are probably a lot faster than me. That's why I'm pausing for like a good couple seconds before I click again, because you guys will be able to read it significantly faster than I can. Ninja, and a veteran adventurer has some information that might interest you. We get some earth shards, and you get some potions. So then, like I said, here is, or not said, but here is the inventory push I for inventory. And you get like all these informations. Here's where the earth shards will be: earth, wind, ice, fire, lightning, and water. Here's all the shards. There's all sorts of different varieties of shards. Here's your character information. You push C for it. Shows you all your different things. Talks about the different statistics and what they each do. Tenacity, your gear level, physical properties. You got your mental properties, offensive properties, defensive properties, your attributes. Again, our idea is these three categories on the far left. Let me go ahead and move my webcam up. Well, before I do that, though, here is the inventory, actually. You can click on this, and it'll actually switch between all 4 slots. And then here is your character slot, and it shows each item. Like right there, it shows a black spot, or a black, black spot, which shows or indicates that you're missing a headpiece. And then this black spot right here indicates that we're missing a waist. Right here is we're missing a shield. And finally, the last one right here, a right ring, is what we're all missing. And then, like I said, here is the 4 icons, or the 4 slots that we got when it comes to our inventory. Here is the character thing. It shows like the different stances, different actions and traits when it comes to this right here. Shows your actions that you can learn as you level up. There's different mounts that you can learn as you level up once you hit level 20. Your inventory, minions, achievements. You got your duty list. As time goes on, we'll show it off as we level up. But let's go ahead and move the video capture up. Boom. There is our video capture. There is my goofy looking face. And we are back to doing this. You wish to visit the bulwark hall below. The crow's lift is ready when you are. We're going to do a little bit of interacting. I'll probably end the video after a bit, and then I'm going to go and have to edit out the moment where I had to go use the bathroom especially bad, and then we'll get into some combat in the next video. We need to gather some herbs. There's like a bunch of letters, and it pretty much is to an extent. Oh, somebody's playing in the background is why you hear that. I hand over the herbs. You right click, and then you can click to hand over the herbs. And we get an extra 50 experience and 10 earth shards and some potions, which is awesome. What you're hearing in the background is a class or job, is what they call it in Final Fantasy XIV, where it is that class is called a bard. They play music to either to increase your attack, they increase your magic damage, increase your attack damage, and decrease. There's all sorts of supporting kind of class to it. Let's go ahead and attune to the Aetherite. one place to another, like what I was talking about in the very beginning of the video. Return learned. So now we gotta use the return spell. Let's go ahead and go downwards, or go down towards this way to the close to home, where we go to the market. I'm gonna hand over the octant. When you go back up to the upper decks to get go to the Marauder Guild. I wonder if our friends list, if you push O, you can go to friends list, which we don't have any, unfortunately. Player search. Search conditions. Lay on. Last name Dustwalker. She speaks English. She is a conjurer. Tends to be a conjurer. She's all sorts of classes. Huh? Is it with an E then? I'm so confused. First name is Liana. I want to say it's A. Last name Dustwalker. Goodness gracious, people. What? For goodness sakes, what? I want to add her as a friend. Anyways, here's an Ethernet shard like I was talking about before, where you can attune throughout all of access the culinary. Yep. Quick travel through the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon the Ethernet shards. They have a way better explanation than I do. Most of the time. So let's head to the Marauder Guild. Speaking of Internet shards, Coral Tower. This might be, they call it probably the Marauder Guild Internet shard. Yep, Marauder Guild. Excellent. Guild Receptionist. Yes, of course I want to become a martyr. I picked the martyr class in the first place. 100 experience, and we get some food, which increases our experience gained by 3%, along with we get the skill speed, vitality, and direct hit statistics too to it. So food is exceptionally helpful to have on hand. Let's go ahead and talk to this guild master. Are you ready for carnage? Okay. You can also go and talk to this receptionist, Grandpa and Limsa Lominsa. So we got quite a few quests that we can personally work on. We gotta go to the lower decks. We'll go ahead and go to the Aetherite Plaza, because that's where the lower decks is at. Wow, what a way to bring down the vibes. Things how you space it out, saying that somebody did something that brought down the vibes. You want vibes, bruh. Step dance away the sadness, not the ones you bring in. Performs a merry step dance. Yes, yes. What? I'm so confused as to what's going on. Love, which is actually no. I know what that kind of symbol was. As you can tell, it takes a minute for my computer to process to get going on it. Lost and found. And when you go back up to close to home, it looks like. To the upper decks. And 110 experience, so we're up to 210, which is exceptional. Needs help keeping the city a bright and cheery place. Potions, some experience, and gil. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back up to the upper decks for the other quest. A little bit longer than I like this to be, but we're trying to get some quests done. Until it takes a minute for my computer to process and get things going. I need to get a solid state drive for my computer. Along with I just need to get a brand new computer. I've been talking to them about this with the Anna Dustwalker, like I've been trying to add on here for a minute. Close to home. The main scenario quest is what they call it. Right up here. Main scenario quests are MSQ. Quest completed. You should hit level 2. Yep. Level 2. Awesome. And unfortunately, we cannot continue the main scenario quests because you have to be a certain level to hit before you can do such. Onto Summerford, it'd probably be level 4 before we can hit be level 4 with the job that we're working on right now to get that quest. 1 strength, 1 dexterity. Our has 0 of each, but we get 4 more defense on regular defense. We lose 4 on the magical defense, which is a-okay because we get the strength and dexterity. Okay, guys. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. We will continue to have an excellent time with this game. I have been having a great time on Twitch with this game. I've been having a good time with a guy named Lugs on Twitch. He goes by the name of Vale Damar. And Liana Dustwalker, she is on here. I will try to add her on here so we can talk to her. She will help us get to a higher level quicker, so we can do the main scenario quests more often and get further into the game. I appreciate everybody that has stuck around as long as you guys have without me have uploaded here in such a long time. But we are back on track. We're going to have an excellent time. I hope everybody had a great and safe weekend. And I will talk to you guys next week.